the legend. Look at
Good morning, Mr. Copeland.
Good morning.
this guy is amazing.
Got permission to approach?
No. She was asking me that, Mr. Copeland, okay? All right. Okay.
Lil Woody is back in court testifying, and most recently over the last couple of days, they have been reviewing some of the footage that came out of his, I guess you would call them interviews. You could call them his interrogations that he went through with the police in two situations. Obviously, one was the situation after his house and his neighbor's house got shot at by some alleged individuals, and then the one before that when he was initially arrested. So we're going to look at this case. A lot of crazy things going on with this case. Y'all, we got to be honest. This entire trial is a clown show. Between Lil Woody not answering questions and saying he doesn't know what's going on, between Judge Glanville holding Brian Steele in contempt of court, to Brian Steele going to the Supreme Court and getting that appealed and actually not having to serve jail time, to Lil Woody firing his lawyer while he's on the stand. It's insane. But we're going to check out a couple of clips from this trial that took place over the last couple days. And initially, this is where the prosecution is talking about possibly impeaching Lil Woody and basically showing that he's been lying while he's on the stand. It was okay if he lied to the police before. He's gotten immunity for all of that, but lying on the stand is not okay. So that's what they're going through here.
That indicates that what you said, everything I said was a lie. That's broad and would probably open that up, but I haven't found anything. I think you're going to have to probably pare down your examination or rethink what you want to do in terms of 607.
But Your Honor, when he says in court, I was making it all up. That is
says I was making it up.
Well, I was making it up, meaning everything that he told law enforcement back then. In order to get out of whatever he was doing, I was making it up. We don't believe he was making it up.
And what Mrs. or ADA Hilton is referring to is, since Lil Woody has been on the stand, he said, hey, everything that took place in those interviews, everything I said during those interviews, I made it up. I lied. I said everything I needed to say to get out of there. If they wanted me to say that, you know, the kid walking down the street did something and was there, I would have said, oh yeah, I remember seeing that kid walking down the street. They wanted me to say my grandma was there and she's the one who pulled up and shot out the house. I would have said, yeah, just because I didn't want to go back to jail and do jail time. So now this is the issue they're having when they're saying Lil Woody's not giving us anything and he's lying on the stand saying that he lied. What? Crazy, y'all.
We're not finding anything that comports with what the state said in terms of everything I said was a lie. All right. The closest that I have, and I'll include this, is her email to me is the next court's exhibit. Question: do you recall telling Detective Dennis and Gaither that I wouldn't want anybody around me but Little D? Answer: I probably said that because I was trying to run a play on them, but I don't remember what was said. Question: back in. Anytime they question me, like I said, you keep asking me about what I supposed to have told them. Anytime they question me, I said whatever came to mind or whatever I thought of in that split second. So I don't know what I said to them. Question: do you recall telling Detective Gaither and Dennis, quotation mark, I really must have my trust in him, close quotation mark, speaking about Little D? Answer: you said I really had my trust in him? Question: yes, yeah. Answer: no, man, go ahead. Question: and that Little D ain't never going to turn his back on me? Answer: I told you.
And that's what he says
I was
his
trying to
son.
tell them whatever they would have went for because yeah. Question: you recall telling detectives in those interviews that you were just trying to get out of jail, so I'm going to tell you all what happened so you can check it and I can get out of jail? Answer: yeah. I told the investigators what I remember. I think in one of the interviews, they was locking me up and my child's birthday was coming. And when they got me, I said, listen, man, whatever you all want me to say, I will tell you right now. Just tell me what to say and I'll say it.
Yeah, he didn't want to go back to jail.
What you all want to know and I will tell you.
I guess that's not snitching. I don't know, man. Is that snitching? I guess it's not if it's not true, but he's saying, hey, tell me whatever you want me to say. I will, if you want me to say my grandma was there, I'll say she was there. It's my daughter's birthday party is coming up. I don't want to go back to jail. What? Come on, Woody.
So if they would have asked me about President Trump, I would have told a story about Trump. If they would have asked me about you, I would have had a story about
crazy.
You. Whatever to convince them that I ain't doing nothing. It wasn't me that's what my intention was. So when you're asking me about interviews, I keep telling you, you keep asking me step by 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 step.
Yeah, he was getting annoyed.
When they got me on this day, I was going to jail. I tried to come up with something to tell them. That's why I can't tell you what I said. I was making it up.
Exactly right, Judge. These rules are not so broad as to just allow hours-long statements in based on specific denials. The idea that I think you also should consider, and it's within your purview, to consider the gamesmanship.
I'm going to stop you there. I don't think that anybody's playing any running games in terms of that.
Well, I think
I respectfully disagree with you about that. Okay?
So you don't think that they specifically chose not to show this gentleman his videos so he would not recall things when asked about 10-year-old statements?
I don't think that any self-righteous advocate worth their salt is not going to prepare a witness. I don't believe you would do that. I don't believe anybody would do that.
Why?
Yeah, and we've talked about this before. The prosecution did a terrible job preparing Lil Woody, and that's why this is just dragging so much, because they have to establish all of this. They have to have the back and forth. Lil Woody has to say, I don't remember. I already told you this, such and such. I don't know who was preparing this witness, but they did a terrible job. Hopefully it wasn't ADA Hilton, but we never know. Shout out to Simone.
I don't know, sir. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. And I don't know what their prep entails. But again, we're not going into, ad hominem attacks against anybody. Okay.
It's not an attack. I just think it was strategy, and they shouldn't benefit from the strategy. I'm not making a personal attack. I mean,
no, but there are pros and cons about how witnesses are prepped. So, I certainly,
right.
I certainly think that is something that, has to be taken into account depending upon the witness and, depending upon the circumstances. So,
but they're trying to say just because he doesn't, remember, recall, or denies specific parts, somehow this opens up the entire statement based on, well, the jurors should get to see his demeanor. And again, they can see his demeanor on the specific part that is being impeached.
But I'm concerned about this last couple statements because he says, when you're asking me about interviews, that's broad. He's saying in these interviews that I have been undergoing, I keep telling you, you keep asking me step by step by step by step by step, that this is what I did. So when they got me this day, I was going to jail. I tried to come up with something to tell them. That's why I can't tell you what I said. I was making it up.
In my observations, he's frustrated because he doesn't understand the rules of evidence. He doesn't understand that the state was trying to lay a foundation for prior inconsistent statements. But just because he's frustrated and doesn't answer the question, and it, quite honestly, is non-responsive, that doesn't mean the foundation was laid. They still have to lay the foundation.
The impeachment and or the prior inconsistent statement is a collateral consequence of what the witness testifies to. If the witness gives pretty straightforward testimony, then there's no need to go into any of the other things about prior inconsistent statements or impeachment by contradiction. It doesn't come into play because there won't be anything for them to kind of bring out. So it depends on the testimony of the witness as to whether or not we even broach the subjects of impeachment or by any means or method.
Yeah, and they're going to have to review the video because he said it was important to the cases that took place after that, and is a big part of why Woody is here and testifies in the first place, because they know he's going to talk to the police. He said, yeah, I'll talk. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll say whatever you want me to say, which is why he's here, which is one of the reasons that they gave him immunity, so he could say what he needed to say.
And what I think maybe the advocates aren't doing the best job conveying to your honor. The first two statements are pretty straightforward, okay? But as we move on, these statements are very
Are you talking about the statements on January the 11th and February 20th?
They're pretty straightforward and pretty compartmentalized, fairly compartmentalized about what they talk about. I'm going to use June 10th as an example because, I mean, this is going to come up again and
Okay,
again.
but I don't want to talk about June 10th.
Well, I don't want to set a precedent
we haven't kind of covered that. I have a jury that's sitting out here. I want to kind of see if I can go forward with that.
Okay, well,
so that's my intent at this point in time, is to see whether or not I can make an agreement, or not make an agreement, but I can make a decision as to whether I'm going to allow the state to play these two. Okay. The court is still of the opinion that those two statements on January 11th and February 20th of 2015 can be played for impeachment by contradiction. All right. Bless you, Mr. Weinstein. When's your replacement coming? Not soon enough? Okay, all right. Hang in.
Yeah, and the reason he made that joke and they're all wearing masks is because Mr. Weinstein just tested positive for COVID. So now they're all wearing masks in the courtroom. But basically what was happening here is the defense did not want them to be able to play the videos. Prosecution says we should be able to play the videos. And now the judge decided we're going to move forward. We're going to play the videos. So we'll get to the videos here in a second. There's our guy, Lil Woody.
Okay.
There he goes. The legend. Look at that.
Good morning, Mr. Copeland.
Good morning.
This guy is amazing.
Got permission to approach?
No. She was asking me that, Mr. Copeland, okay? All right.
Okay.
Counsel. Yeah, but
So the number is not broadcast, and I'm going to move it to 31258.
all right.
Oh, y'all still going?
So this is one of his first interviews.
I was. They were like they said, man, I'm talking about it's supposed to be about me not being down with it no more. But he really don't know. He don't really know what it is because he just be like, it's me. Okay, so you got APG. Yes, but it was in 2000. I had went to jail in 2000. I think it's 2015 now. I went to jail in 2013. 12. I went to jail in 2012. I did a year. But when I went to jail in 2012, I didn't get down with the game until I went in. So you got out 2013, so no. I never told him. I just started going around and I went playing. Okay. You know, so now they think it was through. And they don't claim what I did. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's real. So I'm going to get some money. And then we told a couple people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is about. But that's what you're supposed to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I switched up on them. So I got you. Yeah, so they got the ass with you. But I know that they saying like, I didn't know that, I did something. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to jail, I ain't trying to be dead, I ain't trying to go to somebody, none of this. Me and nothing, ain't never had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I will show it to you. A person come on my picture and I say, you're gonna die tonight. They come on my picture and say, your Instagram? Yes. So you're gonna die. What's your Instagram page? WOODY372. WOODY372.
Have y'all seen Lil Woody's Instagram? We're gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this up for y'all at the end of this. This man is wild if you haven't checked it out. Speaking of Instagram.
Shit, I'm gonna die tonight. But then she deleted the country by a screenshot. Mm-hmm. So when she deleted, I still took pictures. Yeah, it was a girl. Her name was Maya. Prince. It was some Maya.
So he's talking about some girl that was threatening him.
And then she deleted. But I still got a screenshot on phone. You went dead. I supposed to show it to you later.
Boy, singing.
Right after.
Your Honor, the state's going to pause here at 3:32:15 and fast forward it to when Detective Thor re-enters the room.
And what the prosecution is trying to show here is that no, he wasn't saying whatever he was trying to say to get out of there. He actually was telling the truth in these cases. So they're showing the inconsistencies here, right? Because he said, yeah, I still got the screenshots. My phone's dead. I will show it to you. That's true. But Lil Woody's saying everything I said in those interviews, it was a lie. Which one is it, Woody? You can't have it both. You can't have it both ways, man. And this audio is so bad, y'all. I apologize.
No, that one, them ain't kill. So you know what you got? Look like I seen before. Which one? Look like I seen both of you with a kill.
All right, y'all. Here it goes. This is the snitching.
The other guy looked at me though. I just ain't for sure. It's him.
Dang. He said it's him. That guy right there.
So Moto dropped you off. It went about his business. And he drives English gray or grayish blue Chevy Impala or Malibu. Yeah, this is another car. Okay, so real. You don't know Moto's real name. I had met up Moto like around when I got Moto like his FaceTime. He told me that. Or what time was that? What's his FaceTime? I got charge. Okay. No, we have the outlet charger for the computer. But when Moto did it, I was trying to come a girl dad up, and he asked me what happened. He was like, he called me phone saying I did. And I explained to him like, yeah, I can't do it and like that. And he was like, he gonna like let me talk to somebody. I get it, somebody over them, somebody's brother or something, you got something to do with them, and he tell me right there, let me talk to them, let them know that I didn't do it and that like that. And then them and her dad talked about it. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go down. But I told him too, like, you think I should like talk? And he's like, nah, because they might find out what happened. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't even got nothing to do with it. They just like, okay, just like when they come talk, you just go down there and talk to them, and y'all go do that there. But I really nervous. Like, I was scared. Like, just know. I didn't know what to do. Like, I want to go in the house, cause I didn't know that. Dang, bro, like, everybody gonna sit here and say, oh, I did it. I know, I go through this every time. Like, the guy got robbed. People ain't on me. Damn, they ain't know. He found out who did it. Instead of him just going ahead and admit that he wrong, he still let you think it. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't.
And he also repeated this too. Keep in mind. I know, again, I apologize, y'all. The audio is so bad.
I can't do that. Now somebody did, and they thinking it's me, but I can't. It ain't. I ain't afraid of. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, but I just don't want to go to jail or die about somebody to do. And I didn't know. He had a point. He had a point to who I don't know. But it just now like he constantly. It just won't stop, bro. Like it ain't nothing I can do. Like I can do this, I can do that. Like they know I stay because we were cool. You know what I'm saying? I took my sister house, my brother house. We was fun night together and everything. Not care, but the ones that be around me. And y'all little son, like that's what it means. Like I don't know what it was, man. Honestly, I can't, man. Like I'm so confused right now. So me and us each other, we judge each other. He like, what's going on with you? And they just chill, man, trying to shit money. He like, man, they like this thing go on. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something, man. I didn't know right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can talk to them, but somebody still gonna think I did it. Like no matter what I do, where I go, you know what I'm saying? I got sisters and brothers out there too. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we're fast forwarding a little bit.
Okay, members of the gallery, I'm going to call our jurors out in just a second, but it's just I was speaking with counsel. We have somebody that may have tested positive for COVID this morning, so if you want to wear a mask, you're certainly welcome to do so. I'm going to put one on in just a second. We have masks available for your use if you'd like to. So with that, if you need one, let us know. We'll go ahead and have you wear one. Okay? All right.
That's it. I don't even understand. You was 30 deep. Huh?
My cousin was.
Who were you associated with? And then everything else that rolls about with it, you're starting to come back to harm. And where your cousin at now?
Which one?
Which one?
Probably talking about Tay.
In jail.
Both of them? And you out here on the streets trying to survive. And now you at this point.
But you see, one of my kids, he getting tortured though.
Huh?
He getting tortured.
What you mean you getting tortured?
He getting shot at, stabbed, all this, because they say he snitched. I'm already going to enough by something I didn't do. And I know if I was to tell you what's going on, which is I know they gonna be on records and all this here. And we gotta get a lot of them, get his skirt package. The first thing I'm gonna do, send 2 places, to street and to prison.
It's true.
And float it all around, sit up now. And went all around prisons. With my name over there. I'm not going that way to him. I wasn't no way. I'm not going to none of that. Nigga that shot at me, my girl and my baby. I almost shot my face off. As we were running.
Dang.
I'm not for sure, but I thought I heard one of the bullets hit that cussy or graze the cussy. I don't know.
Did you, when you got the car seat in there, did you see any bullets?
No, I wouldn't disagree, right?
So to give a little bit of background, this interview is from when Lil Woody was in his driveway, was loading his kids up into the car and was loading his daughter up into the car. And I guess his BM was out there with him. And that's when the guys were around the corner. He saw the car start to pull up. They pulled up and started firing at the car. This is all taking place after Big Nut was shot and killed. Right. So he's just given some of the story of what happened then, why he did what he did. And now they're going to try and get him to identify who was in that car because he fired some shots back as well.
I went through all this, man. I ain't doing that.
So you telling me that you can, maybe it didn't or maybe it did, hit that car seat. But you telling me right now that loyalty enough to the streets, which the streets is coming in your house, shooting at your baby mama and your baby.
They're gonna make a rest on me. They're gonna make a rest on me, man.
You're a better man than me.
Yeah, he makes a great point. Somebody comes in there and they try and they take shots at, hey, y'all street, y'all say, I see y'all in the comments, y'all say I'm not street, which I'm fine with that. Y'all gotta let me know if somebody takes shots at your child and your baby mama, what are you gonna do? I mean, Lil Woody's saying he's not gonna say anything. He's not trying to snitch because he's got to go back out there. So I get it, but y'all gotta let me know, man.
Which the streets is coming in your house,
It's dumb.
shooting at your baby mama and your baby.
They're gonna make a rest on me. They're gonna make a rest on me, man.
You're a better man than me.
Saying he doesn't have a choice.
I don't look at myself as nobody. I just know the trouble I'm putting myself in. Just know. I just know the trouble I'm putting myself in. Just know. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing, man. Can't get no job. Can't do none of this shit. I know the street gonna be a field. All thing going on right now, I'm just waiting on you need to catch up me and kill me.
So how do you feel that you know that when they gonna catch up to you and kill you? How does that make you feel?
Just take care of my family right now while I can. Just what I've been doing. I can't run from it. It's a game. It's a whole game after me. Different niggas every day. It could be different niggas every day. It could be different niggas every 10 times a day.
What gang after you? What gang after you? Is that your phone?
This phone out there.
There's a phone right there?
The only time.
No. broad game.
I'm not scared no more. Not.
Which is also something that's true.
So you're not, at this point, you're not scared of that.
It's gonna happen regardless. It's nowhere I can run to. It's nothing, man. It's nothing to stop it, man. All thing to stop it is these police do their job, find out who killed it, man. And whatever, man. And show these niggas it ain't me. They get some of my foot. Shit crazy, man. My head hurt, man. I've been stressed way before this shit happened, man.
We got some things we got to deal with on the other end, too. Now, you know, you're a convicted fella. You're shooting a weapon.
Can't do that. I mentioned that earlier. Do not have a right to defend yourself with a weapon.
At your probation now. Who's your probation officer?
Yeah, and the issue was here, Lil Woody was saying that he talked to not his probation officer, but some other detective or officer. And they say, yeah, you're good. You have a right to defend yourself. Well, when you're a convicted felon, you can't have a gun. All right. I think most people know that. Lil Woody knew that, which is why he paid somebody else to get a gun for him because he couldn't purchase it himself, which is another. Can't be doing that.
Officer Brown.
You gonna call Officer Brown in the morning?
Yeah.
You know his number?
It's in his phone. I didn't know the phone. It was in the car.
Okay, so Officer Brown's your probation officer?
Yeah.
You need to tell Officer Brown he need to call investigator Gator. Now, where's this weapon?
I told others that I should probably give it to him this evening, because
Tomorrow,
yeah.
you need to call Gator. When you call him, he gave you a number?
Yeah, he gave me a card.
Okay. You either call one or two. Deshaun. So you don't know who the person is?
By the time I looked up, they rolling down their window. They know me. So I showed you. I was already in the car.
You have any idea who it might be?
Oh, here we go.
I was already in the car.
Anybody you let come over to the house recently that normally ain't been by there?
She said, I don't know.
Nah, cause we just talking about.
Who is it?
Huh?
I don't know. Sure. Yeah, let me do something.
Who is?
Who is it?
Who is?
Been there.
Been there.
Who is?
I got a problem with it.
Oh, that's tough. I know it's hard. I know it's hard for y'all to hear, but let me see if I could translate this real
Anybody you
quick.
let come over to the house recently that
So the police officer asks, "Is there anybody you let come over to the house recently?"
normally ain't been by there?
And he's asking Lil Woody's baby mom.
Nah, cause we just talking about.
Who is it?
Huh?
And she said, "No,
I don't know. Sure.
Uh-oh." Lil Woody said, "Wait, hold up now. There was somebody there. And it was Tay."
Yeah, let me do something.
Who is?
Who is it?
Who is?
Been there.
He said, and then he's saying, tell him who was there.
Been there.
Who is?
I got a problem with it.
He said that's why I got a problem with it. Dang. Woody's petty, man. Come on, Woody. Y'all gotta. Y'all, that's snitching. I don't care what y'all say. You say, yeah, there was somebody there. Tell them who was there. You know who was there. That's why I don't mess with them anymore. Dang.
So you don't know who the person is?
Last time I looked up, they rolling down their window.
She did not think he was gonna say something.
I was already in the car.
You have any idea who it might be?
I was already in the car.
Dang.
Anybody you let come over to the house recently that normally ain't been by there?
Nah, cause we just talking about.
Who is that? Huh? Yeah, let me do you.
Who is?
Come on, who now?
Who is?
Been there. Been there.
Who is?
She said when?
No, Tay.
Tay. She said, oh, Tay.
Yeah, it was Tay.
Dang.
So Tay has been the only one that's been over in that area that you.
Who is? They don't like. This is the only person.
Say it again, I can't hear.
This the only person who's been there they have a problem with you.
So Tay is the only one that's been there that have a problem with to him and knows that you live there.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, Woody pointing the finger, man. Woody. Oh. So y'all got to tell me, man. Is this snitching? Is it not? To me, it's snitching. They asked him who was there, who's been at the house that has a problem with you. Woody said, I don't know. Then the investigator asked his baby mama. He said, hey, has anybody been at the house that might have a problem with you, that might have a problem with Woody? And she said, she stood on business. She said, no, I don't know. Then little Woody said, hey, no, someone's been over to the house. Tell him who it was. Because I caught him or found out about him or saw him leaving or heard from somebody else that he was there. And she said, oh, what you mean? Because she didn't think he was going to say anything. Lil Woody said, tell him. And she said, oh, Tay. Tay's been over there. That's why I got a problem. And Woody's like, yeah, that's why I got a problem with him.
Yeah.
Now all the people
We
that
all know.
coming,
Hey, we all know what that means. All right, we're just going to keep it moving.
Who is?
been there. Been there.
Who is?
Tay was over there getting it in.
No, Tay.
So you gotta put this Tay.
Dang, Woody.
So Tay has been the only one that's been over in that area that you.
Who is? They don't like.
She said that's what it sound like. According to
Say it
him.
again, I can't hear.
This the only person who's been there they have a problem with you.
So Tay is the only one that's been there that have a problem with to him and knows that you live there.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Now all the people that we saw coming in and out of there, who were those guys?
My brothers.
Your brothers is brothers?
Real brothers.
How many brothers? That they came for you. And in the process of that, they were shooting at you and your baby. So that's 3 possible situations that could not have came out better than what it is right now, because right now you all here. Now we know that somebody in that car is injured and hurt from what we saw at the scene.
Yeah, because Lil Woody shot back. He actually shot at them and
But what
shot the
I'm
gun.
saying to you is, you want to lock me up.
He does not. He does not want to go back to
jail.
jail.
Happen in the next couple of days. But right now, no. I don't have a weapon. I don't have nobody that said that you were shooting at them. But in this situation, we know that they were shooting at you by what we found. Now you there. And the one thing that I want to say to you, that you're a better man by coming up and admitting what you, that it was you. You can say somebody.
All right, so that's the full video right there. There's a little bit more to it. We'll probably cover it tomorrow, but Lil Woody, man, at that point he was tired of it. He said he wasn't going to snitch. He didn't want to tell and say who was there, but he pointed out, yeah, Tay was there. Now, what's the importance of this? Because when everything went down, it actually came out that Tay was one of the people who was in the car. And this was known by the police because they ended up catching him. Obviously, Lil Woody, he shot at them. When he shot at them, the assault rifle that they were using to shoot at Lil Woody, it actually got damaged. So he actually shot the actual assault rifle. It got damaged, and then they crashed the car. Then they were able to arrest the people who were involved. So again, Lil Woody, man, this is a tough situation he's in. We've got more cases going on today. We're going to hear about it and get into it a little bit more tomorrow. There's one more thing I want to cover. I think we've got time, but y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments, man.